What's good, JD fam? Welcome back to another lit video. You dig. If you're a new viewer, make sure you press that subscribe button and come join the JD family. So today it's just little old me, little old Des right here by herself. I really just wanted to sit down and like chit chat with you guys and just really talk to you guys. You guys know that I don't really have that many friends and I see you guys as my friends, so it's nice to just like vent and just like, you know, talk about how I've been feeling and all that good stuff. For some reason, I find it easier to just talk to you guys on camera than like talk to a real person in real life. I don't know. So I'm just gonna be getting ready with you guys and I'm just gonna be chit-chatting. We're gonna have a little girly chat. Julius will probably pop in and out. He just got out the shower right now. And Lord knows, this man needs me for everything. I'm just kidding. But he really does feel like, babe, where's the lotion? Babe, where's this? I'm like, okay, let's try to look first. I also have a little breakfast right here. A mini bagel with cream cheese and some fruit. Where do I even begin? I have like not done one of these in so long. I think I did one when we lived in our 1-bedroom apartment. Oh my gosh, how long ago was that? Tomorrow is Father's Day. It's Julius's first Father's Day. I know he's so excited. He's been talking about this like literally since I got pregnant. Like, it's Father's Day. It's gonna be my first Father's Day. So we're gonna have a good old time. We're probably gonna we're gonna vlog it off for you guys. You guys will see everything that we do. Why is there no foundation in here? This is just my luck. Sorry guys, that was like a struggle to get any foundation out. I got as much out as I could and I just applied it really quickly. I didn't want you guys to sit there through me like dabbing the bottle a million times. Like I was saying, tomorrow is Father's Day, so really excited about that. We're gonna have a nice fun little chill day, just me and Julius. And I'm also gonna be 23 weeks tomorrow, which is crazy. Like I really only have like a month left in my second trimester, which is crazy. It's going by so quick, you guys, and I'm kind of sad for the second trimester to end because this is like really the honeymoon stage of pregnancy, they say, and I mean for me it really has been. The first trimester was definitely a lot more rough for me for a lot of reasons. Of course, like everybody, you know, you go through like all the nausea, morning sickness, all those are really fun symptoms, but that really wasn't like the hardest part for me. Like I was able to deal with that. I mean, sometimes I did break down. I'm such a crybaby, you guys, so sometimes I would like cry about that, about just feeling sick, but that, you know, that I can deal with. The hardest part for me was really like living in constant fear, which is as best as I can explain it. You know, since I did have the miscarriage and then right after I got pregnant, the miscarriage was like such a traumatizing experience that it really still kind of affected me going into this pregnancy. And I always get so many DMs from you guys about women like telling me that they just recently went through a miscarriage and like asking how I dealt with it. And then I also get DMs from women saying like that they went through a similar situation as me where they had a miscarriage and then they got pregnant again. But the main reason that they're usually DMing me is because they're like, how did you get through that anxiety and that like constant worry? And honestly, for me, it was honestly really difficult. I had to just take it day by day. Like even now, it's still pretty hard for me sometimes. Like if I see a video of myself during that time, like I will get emotional and start crying and everything because it was just such a hard time in mine and Julius's life. And a lot of people ask me like how I coped with it, and honestly guys, everybody just has like their different coping mechanisms. It's not like I can tell you like, oh, this is how you get over it, because there's really, I don't even think you ever really get over it. You just kind of learn to live on pretty much. For me, in the very beginning when I first went through the miscarriage, I honestly could not talk to anybody, you guys. Like I did not answer a single phone call. Like all my family was calling, trying to check on me, make sure I was okay, and I just like couldn't bear to even talk to anybody. Like even me and Julius, as much as, you know, we were there for each other, and that was really like what got us through it, just having each other. We could even barely talk to each other about it. We kind of would just cry on our own. Like, we spent a lot of time crying in the shower, you know? And then like he would walk in and I'd be like, it's really so hard to like explain the feeling of grieving a miscarriage, because it's like you and your partner are really like the only ones actually grieving a loss, because to you guys, it was real. Like, it was a human that you were growing. It was your baby. It was our first baby. But like for everybody else, I mean, a lot of people didn't even know yet, but for the people that did know, like, it wasn't like real yet. Like, it was just, oh, we're pregnant, you know? It was just like, oh, she's pregnant now. But us as parents, we get that connection first. So everybody else, they're not really like grieving. You're really the only one grieving, and nobody really understands the pain and like all the different layers of emotion that you go through. But honestly, having our baby Brown now, getting pregnant again, that really helped us a lot. Like, that really kind of like pulled us out of our depression. Also, us sitting down and talking to you guys. Like I said, we couldn't talk to anybody about it. Like, most of our family and stuff, watching that video that we filmed for you guys, that was really the first time they even heard us talk about it in depth, because it was just so hard for us to talk about. But I think talking to you guys about it kind of like gave us, I don't know, a little bit of closure to it. For me, it really did help me to talk about it and to just have so many women that I could relate to, and that were like telling me how they've gone through similar experiences and how they got through it. And, you know, having so many people just being so positive and hoping for the best for us. And it's just crazy how literally right after that video, I found out that I was pregnant again. Baby Brown is really like, I hope he knows that he is so special to us, you guys. Like, that little boy is so loved. But back to what I was saying about like the first trimester. So it's very difficult for me emotionally, because I was just like so scared all the time. Like, it's like this tug and pull of like, you're so happy, but also like, oh my, don't be too happy, because you don't want it to end up how it did last time. And if it happens like that again, you're not going to be able to deal with it. And that's what was going on in my head. But, you know, I would try my best to take it day by day and enjoy every step of it. I loved going to my doctor's appointment because I was able to see him and stuff. And what was also really great, me and Julius, we drive pretty far to our appointments. We go all the way to Orange County, which is like an hour away, a little bit more sometimes. Actually, it's kind of like even a little bit farther now than our old house was. But the doctor that I went to for my miscarriage, I really loved her. And so I decided to stay with her. And also, Julius was able to start going to the appointments in Orange County. Whereas out here, I don't know if it's changed now, but he wasn't able to go in. So he missed like the first 2, I think. But then after that, they changed the guidelines and he was able to go into the rest. So he was able to see the baby, hear the heartbeat. That really helped both of us so much, just, you know, seeing the baby and just knowing that he was okay. But another really difficult thing in the first trimester that made that fear and anxiety even worse was I had 2 really bad traumatizing scares. One was like, the second one was the worst, but basically I had 2 instances with like really extreme heavy bleeding, and that is the last thing that you want to see after you just had a miscarriage. That is like your whole world comes crashing down. It's so hard not to think the absolute worst, especially when it's a huge amount. The first time, I don't know if you guys remember when we were gonna go to Texas and we weren't able to get on the plane. Well, honestly, it's a blessing in disguise that we did not get on that plane, because when we were waiting for our Uber to go back home, I noticed that I had completely bled through my entire clothes at the airport, and I was freaking out. We rushed to the hospital straight from the airport. Well, we had to drop off Diggy and then we went straight to the hospital. Luckily, everything was good with the baby. He was doing perfectly fine. He was all happy in there. jolly. I got to see a really good ultrasound of him, and it just like eased me so much. And they kind of just told me like, oh, you know, for some women it's normal to, you know, bleed or whatever. And so I was like, okay. And then a couple months later, I think when I was like 13 weeks, so I was literally right about to be in my second trimester, I had it again, but this time it was even worse. And there was like, I don't want to get graphic, but it was really bad. I passed like a huge clot, and I was like, if you guys would have seen what it looked like, it was so hard to be hopeful still because it was just a crazy amount. So we rushed to the hospital right away, and like me and Julius were both like just so sad and heartbroken. And I just remember going to the emergency room, and even the lady that first came in and talked to me, the doctor that first came in and talked to me, she basically like prepared me for the worst. And she was like telling me the amount of blood and like the size of what you're passing and everything, like I want you to prepare for the worst. She even gave me like the whole miscarriage talk, like I want you to know like it was nothing that you could have done. Like literally, you guys, it was the worst feeling. And I just remember thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't go through this again. Like please, I cannot go through this again. And then me and Julius asked her like, well, is there anything else? Like, can you give us any other hope that it could be something else other than a miscarriage again? And she said, well, it could be a subchorionic hemorrhage. And I had no idea what that was. She's like, but like, she basically was just preparing us for the worst. Like, it's most likely gonna be a miscarriage, like just bear in mind. She didn't even want to do an ultrasound on me because she was like so sure that it was a miscarriage. But then they got my HCG levels back, and they were still really high. So I did the ultrasound, and baby Brown was in there. He was waving at mommy. My baby was just kicking in there, just so happy. He was even, oh my gosh, you guys, he's just, I don't know. He always does the sweetest things whenever we see him on the ultrasound. He's always like doing something sweet. Like last time he was making his hands into a heart shape like this. And I'm like, oh my goodness, my baby's just the sweetest. So turns out that it was actually a subchorionic hemorrhage, which is the first time I'm even talking about this. But I never heard of that. I never knew that was a thing. I never knew any woman experienced that. And what's hard about that is that there's still a chance that you could have a miscarriage. Like, you have to still be extremely careful, which is also why my pregnancy has been a little bit more, I mean, I love being pregnant, honestly, and I really don't even think about the negative stuff anymore. The second trimester has just been amazing for me. I'm no longer bleeding. I did bleed for a really long time, like 2 full months, but now I'm not, and maybe even longer than 2 months. I don't know, it was a really long time, but I'm finally not anymore, thank goodness. And we're doing great, but that's why I was not able to work out and like some other things that I'm not gonna talk about. But the reason I do want to talk about this is because I see a lot of people like answering questions and stuff about how their pregnancy is going, and most women are like, oh yeah, like I still do this, I still do that, like it's perfectly fine to do this. And for me, that was not the case. Like, I can't do my little prenatal Pilates, which I was looking forward to so much. And it really kind of made me feel a little bit sad and kind of like, what's wrong with me? Why am I, you know, having these issues? But honestly, I do not think like that anymore. I'm just so blessed to have my baby and for him to be completely healthy. We did go to our genetic scan, our anatomy scan, and had like our genetic testing and everything. And baby Brown is all healthy and good. But honestly now, you guys, the second trimester is like just amazing. I've had so much energy. Everything's good. Right, babe?
Huh?
I've been so good in the second trimester.
She been so good in the second trimester.
It's like the best.
You don't even know what you're really trying to, sister.
I could be in the second trimester my whole life.
Well, now you can't. Cause
well, actually,
we need my baby boy to come on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you can be in this room chilling with daddy.
But I will say, you guys.
Come on, let's go. Come on, Daddy.
Oh, my little baby wants to
You
hang
wanna
out
stay
with
with
Mama.
You wanna stay with Mama?
Bobby want to hang out with Mama? Don't be hanging out by the door then trying to get out, because I'm not going to get up.
Mama's? Okay.
Are you sure, Bob? Sure, like I was saying, second trimester is amazing. But now that I'm getting further into my second trimester and almost in the third, woo, you guys, these changes in my body are quickly happening. Every morning I wake up and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, is that me? And I'm like so grateful for my body. And you know, everybody says like being pregnant, you get a whole new like appreciation and love for your body. And that is so true, because it's like, whoa, I'm literally creating a human. Like I sit there and think like I'm literally growing like a male part, which is crazy. Like women can grow a whole human, we can grow the whole opposite sex. Like it's just the craziest thing. Like what if it were like, if you wanted a boy, then the guy had to have the baby, and if you wanted a girl, then the girl had to have the baby. Probably be a lot more girls in the world, because the guys probably wouldn't want to do it. But my belly is growing so much. Let me show you guys this belly. It's growing so much. Can you see that? My belly button at this point is like pretty much fully inverted out. I have that line coming in the middle. What is it called? I think it's called like the linea negra or something like that. And it's coming in strong. The breasts are changing, they're enlarging. The nippies are, you know, changing as well. It's a lot. It's really hard to still feel like confident. Sometimes I get a little bit like, oh my gosh. It's a little bit difficult to see your body changing so fast right before your eyes. It's like, honestly, the craziest thing ever. And it's really hard to sometimes not feel a little insecure, or a lot. But, you know, I just have to remind myself that it's all for baby brown. But it really is true when they say that just everything changes. And I really don't think that my body will ever be the same again after having a baby. But guess what? I still want to have more. And another thing that makes it difficult is like there's so many people that have so much to say. Like being pregnant, everybody has something to say about everything. What you're doing, what you're eating, how big your belly is. I really hate when people tell me like, oh my gosh, how are you so big when I'm like a month ahead of you and I'm not even showing yet? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm not judging you for the size of your belly, so let my belly live. I don't know why everybody thinks that it's like everybody's body or belly is gonna be the same shape or size. No, that is impossible. Just like everybody has a completely different body type, body shape, body size. Hello, it's the same thing when you're getting a pregnant belly. Like everybody's belly is gonna grow differently. Everybody acts like my belly's like abnormally large, and I really don't think it is, but it might be. It might be actually, I don't know. If it is, I can't even imagine how big it's gonna get when I'm 40 weeks, or if I make it that far. Wonder if he's gonna come on time, or if he's gonna come late or early. He's kind of right now a little bit on the cusp of Libra and Scorpio. So his due date is the 17th, and then I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Scorpio starts like maybe the 22nd, or I don't know, 24th, something like that. So I guess he has about 5 days to be late and still be into the Libra. I don't personally know any Libras, but I have read a lot about them and they seem great. I think Kim Kardashian's a Libra, and she's so like chill. I read that they're very like they don't like confrontation. They don't like chaos. They just want, you know, like peace. And it's honestly me as well. I hate confrontation. I hate dealing, like I get so stressed out to deal with any type of problems or like drama or anything. I just cannot deal with it. I'm just like, I don't know, I can't deal with it. I'm so excited to meet him though. I'm like wondering who he's gonna be like, who he's gonna look like. So far, we haven't gotten like the best pictures of him. I'm excited to go for my, I don't know if it's, I think I might go when I'm like 26 or 28 weeks to like the 3D ultrasound, you know, one of those places. So we can get some good little images of my baby. And I really want to see how he looks. Last time when we went to our anatomy scan, which is you're supposed to get like good pictures, he was covering his face with his hands. He was like this, like the whole time, and he was doing the heart thing right in front of his face. I'm like, okay, baby, I love you too, but can mommy see your face? And he did not want to show his face. But he did show us that he was indeed a boy. Because you guys know, I was so convinced in the beginning that I was gonna have a girl. And then honestly, after the gender reveal, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I thought I was having a girl. It was literally so obvious that I'm having a boy. Or maybe just after the fact, he really just started like showing all the signs of a boy. Honestly, I don't really believe in any of those little myths anymore, like the cravings, belly shape, all that stuff. I just think it's really just different for everybody. I don't think it's like one thing that can really tell you what you're having. But if we are going by that whole like belly shape thing, my belly is definitely kind of like low and pointy. So I think that is a boy belly for sure. I think one reason why I really thought I was having a girl is because of my sweet cravings. I have still, honestly, I still crave sweets so much, but I really think he has his daddy's appetite. This little boy completely has his daddy's appetite. When I eat anything that like I like but Julius doesn't really like, I get sick. It's like, really? So I'm doing all the physical labor of creating and birthing you, and then you are just gonna be just like your daddy? Really? Come on, at least get my appetite. If you guys know, I love trying new things, new cuisines. I have a pretty good palate, I'd say. And Julius, not so much. That man is so picky. Last time I made this potato soup and it was so good. I loved it. I thought it was like delicious. Julius hated it. I guess he doesn't like texture of, I don't know, he just didn't like the texture. It was too like potatoey, mushy, whatever, but I loved it. Actually, I think baby Brown liked it too, so but it's so funny that he really has completely his dad's appetite already in the womb. I'm like, okay, so when you get out, we're gonna have to try to change that. I'm gonna have to try to make him try different things, because I need somebody that's gonna eat my type of foods with me. I kind of eat a lot more plain now, because obviously I'm not gonna order like this huge meal and stuff, or make like this huge meal that only I'm gonna eat. So I have to make stuff that like me and Julius will both like, which he doesn't like very much. All he likes is like freaking spaghetti, chicken Alfredo, regular grilled food like steak and chicken on the grill, burgers. He likes when I make tacos sometimes, but not like super authentic tacos. I guess he likes very like Americanized food. He has a very Americanized palate. Also, I have been, I don't know what it is, but I've been so emotional lately. Like I told you guys, you know, all the body changes and stuff. I'll just like get out the shower and I'll be like putting on all my lotions and oils and whatnot, and I'll just like start crying looking at myself. Even though I don't know, it's all beautiful changes and everything, but I don't know what it is. I'm just a crybaby. I just cry all the time. Also, getting out of bed is like so much more difficult already. Like, oh my gosh, you guys. Or getting comfortable, I'm like having back pain and stuff already. Like I cannot imagine when I get big how it's gonna feel. But I did buy a belly band, so hopefully that helps with back pain, because I know a lot of the back pain comes from like your growing belly not being like super supported. So hopefully the belly band helps. And I've also officially entered the nesting phase. I wake up in the morning like, oh my gosh, what do I need to do to prepare for him? Like there's so much that needs to get done before he comes. And then I will be up late at night thinking about all this stuff too, like watching so many videos about different things and like making lists of things I need to do and get done. I showed you guys on Instagram that I made our hospital bag list, so I'm excited to get that together. We still have not started the nursery. We actually need to get that going. I want to get like a really nice wallpaper. I'm actually in the nursery right now. I decided to put my vanity in here because it's just so much easier when he comes for me to be able to get ready right here. It's right next to our room and I won't have to like go all the way downstairs. He can just be chilling in here with me in like one of his little bouncers or his crib or something. But I'm like really excited also to go shopping for all his little gadgets. I've got gadgets and gizmos. No. How does that song go? I forgot the Little Mermaid song. You want thingamabobs? I've got plenty. No big deal. Fun fact, when I was in middle school, I used to be in choir and we would have to like do little performances in front of the choir like for a grade or whatever. And I think I sang the Little Mermaid song like 3 times. They're probably like, girl, choose a new song. I don't know why I always loved the Little Mermaid. And my little sister's name is Ariel, so that's just my movie. That's really my Disney movie. But I do want to see Corella. I know that just came out. Let me know if you guys have seen it. Put on some lip liner next. I want Love Island UK to come back out. I heard a Love Island was coming. I don't know which one. I love that show so much. Got the hiccups. My lipstick's not in here. Yes, if you did not know, I am quite weird. Just a tad bit. I'm about to put my mascara on off camera and then I will be back to show you guys the final results. Okay, here you have it, you guys. A very natural look. I didn't put on lashes, I just put my mascara on. I haven't really been into like lashes lately. I don't know why, I just can't be bothered. Also, like I used to never even wear lashes. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let my lashes thrive. They're pretty long and cute, so let's just let them live. Let's let them breathe. Let's let them do their thing and show out. But that's all for this video. Sorry if I was like all over the place. My thoughts were like I said, I've literally only done like maybe 1 or 2 of these videos, and I think I've only done this once actually, Get Ready With Me. So I'm by no means a pro, but I was thinking of maybe possibly starting a channel to do things like this, because I know some of you guys may not want to see this type of stuff on this channel. But for those that do, maybe some new mommies and stuff, or people that are been mommies, whatever, you want to just chit chat, maybe I can do a little channel of my own. Babe! Come here! I have a great hair, just boom. What is this? Hi, gray hair. Do I look cute? Yes or no? Just kidding.
Yes.
Babe, what do you think of me pregnant?
I think that you look beautiful and that you should embrace the belly.
I think that you like me more pregnant than not.
I like her because she just be like waddling around like she just looks so cute, you know what I'm saying?
I think you tell me more now that I'm sexy more than you even did when I wasn't pregnant. I'm like,
but
really?
I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? We need my baby boy to hurry up and come on, man. So he can be out here chilling, dancing. He's gonna be dancing like this. Hey.
You ready to start building the crib and everything?
Yes, I'm ready for all that.
I told you guys I was nesting yesterday. I built these whole IKEA drawers. Julius was gone and I was like, I'm not waiting for him to get home. I'm gonna do it on my own. And I built these whole IKEA drawers. So you're gonna have to do the crib and all that.
I will.
I'm excited, but that's all for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Yeah, we will see you guys in our next one.